Very sorry. Okay, so I landed on Kundalini as a really effective way to deal with my chronic stress, my anxiety, and to release trauma, really old trauma from my body, stuff I've struggled with all my life. And all yoga and lots of different types of exercise can do that in many different ways, but Kundalini is an incredibly powerful healing technology that's been shown through, there's even studies that show just how effective it is to relieve all sorts of mental health and physical health issues when done in a sustained, regular fashion. And so we're going to get into that today, obviously. Basically, Kundalini is different from other yoga. It uses a very unique combination of breath work, some movement, some repetitive movements. Some are challenging, some will feel easy. If there's a struggle, it's part of the yoga. Of course, there's always options to kind of decrease that struggle and just ease into things more gently. And we eventually move into a relaxation at a certain part later in the practice, and then a meditation. And there's also some mantra, like a little bit of mantra incorporated into Kundalini yoga, so we tune in with mantra. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I just want to start us all off by doing a bit of breath work for just a few minutes. This breath is really good for stress, for anxiety, for the vagus nerve, stimulating the vagus nerve, which runs throughout the body, which also just helps to calm and clarify in general. So what we're going to do is inhale in 8 sniffs, and then exhale in 1 sniff. So inhale in 8, exhale in 1. So I want everyone, before we start doing this, to just make sure you're comfortable. Make sure your spine is straight. You can tuck your chin just a little bit. Close your eyes. And we're just going to be here for a couple minutes before we tune into this practice. So we're going to begin now. And you can go at your own pace. And if it's ever too much, you can go to long and deep breathing and come back to it. As you sniff, inhale in, the air goes to your belly. Okay, finish your last cycle. And then return to normal breath, keeping your eyes closed, and just observe. Okay. So next what we're going to do, is everyone feeling okay? Yeah. Okay, I find that to be a powerful breath. What we're going to do next is we're going to tune into the practice. And in Kundalini, we tune in with a mantra. It's a brief mantra, just repeated 3 times. Someone in one class mentioned to me it would be easier if I saw it written out. So it's a very brief thing, but I'll just hand these out since no one's done Kundalini. Most people haven't done it before. And I recognize that you probably aren't used to singing or chanting in a yoga class, unless you are. And there's no pressure. But if you feel, if you feel comfortable joining in, or you can listen once and then join in, just going to be singing it 3 times. And you can put that aside after towards the wall or whatever. So the chant is Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and this is so in Kundalini there are mantras used, and one of my first questions was, well, why are we chanting in another language? Like, why are we not translating this to English? So Kundalini, although it's not a religious practice, it is a spiritual practice and is influenced by the Sikh faith and inspired by the Sikh faith. So a lot of the mantras used are in the sacred Sikh language of Gurmukhi. It's an ancient language. And one of the reasons we don't just translate everything to English or just say what we mean in the language we know is that yogic science points to like a number of different pressure points in the mouth, and when there are specific primal sounds and specific sounds that have been tested for thousands of years with that basically when your tongue vibrates on specific points in the mouth, it has very specific effects on the brain and the body. And so it's recommended to at least try it in the original language first. So that's what we're doing. And Om Namo Gurudev Namo can be translated roughly to, I bow to the teacher within, I call on my highest consciousness. So it's all about calling yourself to awareness and about acknowledging the fact that you have a lot of divine wisdom within you, which we all do. So I'm going to chant it 3 times. I'm going to invite you to rub your hands together and bring your thumbs to your sternum and close your eyes. Now envision a ball of white light at the base of your spine. And as you inhale deeply, envision that ball of light moving up your spine to the crown of your head, to the very top of your head. So inhale. And then exhale. Always through the nose unless otherwise specified. Again, inhale. Exhale. Now on the 3rd inhale, I'm going to start chanting. I'm going to do the first one of 3. You can feel free to join in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And then the last time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Now, staying with your hands here and your eyes closed, inhale deeply and hold. And set your intention for today's practice, whatever that means to you. Just take a moment, thank yourself for being here, and think about what you might want to get out of today, or just what you want to feel like. And then exhale slowly. Okay, so you can slowly open your eyes and bring your hands down. Take a sip of water if you need to. I guess this is the real welcome after the tune in. So in Kundalini Yoga, there are different parts to the practice, different distinct parts. So warm-ups are just as important as the practice itself. And sometimes they can even go on longer than the practice itself. So in this case, yeah, we're going to do the warm-ups, then we're going to do the actual practice, also known as a Kriya, which is a sequence of different exercises. It's another word for that. And then relaxation, and then meditation, and then we tune out. So the first warm-up exercise, you might feel comfortable staying on the blanket. If not, you can get off it as well. It's called spinal flex. So we're going to put our hands on our knees. Oh, I should mention, okay, so the way I'm sitting is one good way of sitting with the spine straight if that's comfortable. But another option is to sit in rock pose, which is on your knees like this. And you can, if that's not fully comfortable, you can also put a blanket here, or you can roll a blanket or put a block between your knees, whatever's comfortable. If someone needs a block, there's actually more blocks in the back there as well. And also, and I don't want anyone to think that this is in any way less, because it's not, there are also a couple of folded up chairs in the back of the room against the wall. If at any point, you know, it's easier to sit in a chair, it just feels better in your body, I highly encourage that, because it's another really effective way to sit with your spine straight, is just to sit, grab a chair. You can sit in the back if you need to for a certain part of the exercise. Sit with your feet planted on the floor and just sit with your spine straight. That's totally fine as well. And you'll get just as much benefit out of that if you need to switch at any point. So the first one, spinal flex. And also feel free to, you know, switch your feet around at any point. So we're going to put our hands on our knees. And inhaling, pressing forward with the chest. And then exhale, rounding back with the spine. Inhale forward. Exhale back. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for this. We're just going to be here a minute. This is really good for spinal flexibility. It moves the fluid of the spine. And if you feel comfortable, you can speed up a little bit, but no need if it's not what you need. Okay, now on your next inhale, come to straight spine. Inhale deeply and hold. Hold, 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 and release slowly. Okay. So the next warm-up we're going to do, sometimes called Sufi grinds, also known as waist rolls. So think of yourself as a pestle and mortar. I always want to say messel and porter for some reason, and I have to think about it. But you're going inhaling, rolling forward, rounding back on the exhale. Inhale forward, rounding back on the exhale. Keep going in the same direction. Closing the eyes is always good because it locks the energy in, helps you to focus. This is really good for a good massage for the internal organs, and also helps to strengthen the muscles of the waist and lower back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Okay, come to center. Inhale deeply and hold. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale slowly. Okay, we're just going to do the same thing on the other side now in the other direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Okay, now come to center. Inhale deeply and hold. Hold, hold. Exhale. Okay. The inhales and holding after each exercise help to integrate the effects of everything that we do. So the next thing we're going to do is called spinal twists. So we're going to bring our hands up to our shoulders, fingers in front and thumbs behind. And if this doesn't feel good in your body for any reason, this is also fine to place your hands on your chest. And we're going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Closing the eyes. And you can go as slowly or as rapidly as feels comfortable. This loosens the muscles around your vertebrae. And just another way to increase the flexibility of your spine and move energy up. Okay, come to center with your arms still in place and inhale deeply. Hold. And exhale slowly. Bring your arms down with control. You can place your hands back on your knees. Okay, everyone's doing great. We're now going to stretch out the lower body just a bit. So I'm going to do something called spread stretch. Basically, you're going to, I find the cushion under my hips very handy for this one. We're going to move your legs apart as far as they'll comfortably go. There's no need to force anything here. And yeah, everyone get comfortable. And so we're going to inhale. We're sitting up straight and tucking our chin just a bit. And we're going to inhale in this position. And then exhale down, reaching towards one of the feet. It's fine if you're on the shin, ankle, toes, whatever's comfortable. So reaching there and then inhaling up again and then exhaling to the other side. So we're going to close our eyes again. And if you're comfortable, if I'm telling you to close your eyes and at any point you're not comfortable, you don't have to listen to me. So we're going to do this back and forth. Inhaling up, exhaling down to one side. Inhaling up, exhaling down to the other side. is great for the muscles of the thighs and the hips, where we store a lot of emotion. Go at your own pace. If you need to stop and take a moment, that's totally fine. Okay, finish whichever one you're on. Sit up with a straight spine. And inhale. And this time exhale and try to go down, reaching both sides at the same time. And rather than going up and down, we're just going to stay here for a moment. Don't force if it's painful. Just, a tiny bit of pushing is good. And just inhale and exhale here for a moment, wherever you can comfortably reach to. Try to keep your chin tucked, so you're not letting your neck hang down. Now, very slowly on your next exhale, you can walk your hands back up your thighs to a straight spine. Okay. Okay, inhale deeply and hold. And exhale slowly. Okay. Very excellent, everyone. And now we're just going to do 2 more very quick and simple warm-ups for the shoulders and neck. You can come back to this position or sitting on your knees, as I had shown before, and we're going to just basically do shoulder shrugs. So we're going to, on the inhale, moving our shoulders all the way up to our ears, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You can go rapidly if you want. That's definitely can be good to just go faster with this one. We can think of this as a sort of self-massage. This is a great way of increasing tension in order to decrease tension, ultimately. Now inhale and keep your shoulders up to your ears and hold. Hold, hold, hold. All the way up to your ears. And then exhale, drop your shoulders. Okay. The last little warm-up we're going to do is neck rolls. Pretty basic. We're going to bring our right ear to our right shoulder. And then inhale as we roll back. And then exhale as we roll forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And I'm going to go 5 times. So go at your own pace. Once you're done the 5 circles, no rush, but once you're done, bring your head straight again. Okay, now we're going to bring our left ear to our left shoulder. And again, inhaling back, exhaling forward. This is a great, simple yet great exercise for Obviously releasing neck tension, but also allowing energy to flow into your head. So again, 5 times. And once you're done the 5 times, once again, come to straight. And we're gonna, yeah, okay. We're just gonna inhale deeply one more time and hold. Exhale slowly. Okay. Now we're ready to actually progress to the Kriya itself. The Kriya today is called balancing the head and heart. So it's all about balancing out. I mean, most of us have experienced feeling like there's, one is stronger than the other at different times. There can be a tug of war between logic, between the desires of the heart, between intellect, feelings. Basically this Kriya is all about allowing both to kind of shine through you and finding balance within that in body and mind. And when our feelings are, when we feel oversensitive all the time, and we feel that we're over emotional, not because someone else tells us, but because we feel like maybe we're out of balance a little bit, or we feel like we're obsessively intellectual and too much in our heads, this is a good practice to come to. So, and we can often feel that imbalance in our bodies too. So we're gonna start, first one is called arm twists. We're gonna start by putting our hands out. Everyone has room, I hope. Like you're pushing into a wall, so your wrists are up. And if you're like me and you spend too much time on the computer, there might be some tension in the wrists, or if you spend too much time doing anything with your hands. So that's okay, as long as it's not pain. There's gonna be a bit of tension and pressure. So we're inhaling in this position, exhaling as we turn our wrists down. The shoulders are, the elbows are gonna twist as well. Inhale up, exhale down towards the back. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, all through the nose. So keep going. We're just gonna be here for 3 minutes. I welcome you to close your eyes. Can definitely help to focus. Okay, now this is a challenge. Go at whatever pace you're comfortable with. If you need to stop and take a break, that's fine too. This is an exercise that actually changes the chemistry of your brain. Everyone's doing great. Almost halfway there. We're over halfway there. Almost there. Everyone's doing great. Okay, now keeping your arms in place, inhale deeply and push them out like you're pushing against the wall, and hold. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale slowly and slowly bring your arms down with control. You can rest them back on your lap. Return to normal breath. You can stay here with your eyes closed for a minute and just breathe normally and observe any sensations or feelings that arise. Also welcome everyone to massage their arms if that helps. Massage your forearms. You can shake it out like so. You can just shake. I find that massaging the arms after that is definitely helpful. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Yes.
My entire arms went pins and needles.
Yeah.
Like really
pins and needles.
Intense.
Yeah.
And then I just kept doing it, and then it slowly went away.
Yes, yes.
Crazy.
I should mention that, yeah, pins and needles, tingling, all that can be very normal with a lot of Kundalini movements. And yeah, even like sitting in one place for longer than you're used to can do that. But it does pass, and it's I won't say never, but almost never harmful. But you should be comfortable, of course, and you should switch your sitting positions. But yeah, it's normal to feel tingling at the end of the fingers sometimes too. I'm glad it passed though, Nick.
Yeah, totally passed. It was crazy.
So the next one, this is a 3-part Kriya, so this is going to be the second part. We're basically going to, once again, we have to sit comfortably, of course. The third one's going to be partially standing, but for now we're still sitting. And again, we're going to come out with the same position, pushing against the wall. This is the exhaling position. And then on the inhale, we're going to bring our arms up over our head. So the crown of the head is the very top of the head. We're going to bring our arms up so they're crossing, palms up, just in front of the crown of the head. And then we're exhaling. And then we're inhaling again, and we're trying to do it just behind the crown of the head. So it's a subtle difference. Doesn't have to be huge. And then we're coming back down. So inhaling up in front of the crown of the head, exhaling down. Inhaling up slightly behind the crown, exhaling down. So for this, we're going to be here we're here for only a minute actually. So closing the eyes. We're going to do this. It's much shorter, so don't worry. And, oops, something weird is happening. Don't listen to me. Let's go. Okay, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. It's a very slight difference going in the back of the crown, but you'll feel a slight stretch when you do it. Different stretch in your shoulder area. Keep going, you're doing great. Okay, next time your arms are down, inhale. Deeply, hold. And exhale slowly. You can bring your arms back down. Okay. So the third part of the main Kriya that we're doing, because of course there are other elements of the practice afterwards, like the meditation and everything. This is a relatively short actual practice that we're doing today. So the third part can be the most challenging. Has anyone ever done crow squats? Okay. So basically we're going to stand up. You can come to a squatting position first and move up from there if that's easier. And we are going to stand with feet shoulder width apart, roughly thereabouts. I find it easier to face my toes slightly outwards. And before we do this, I think it's better if you squat down first and make sure you can comfortably squat before we start doing this. So if you squat down, the idea is to bring your butt as close to the ground as possible. If that's not accessible to you, that's fine. You can come down as much as you're comfortable as well. You could even grab a chair from the back. Anyone can grab a chair and sit and do this sitting, or even remain doing this sitting. It's like much like the previous exercise if you do it that way. But the idea is to, similar exercise, we're going to, this is the inhaling position in front of the crown like last time. And then exhaling, we come down with our arms out like this. I know. And then inhaling to the back of the crown, and then exhaling. Okay, so before we continue, I want everyone to go at their own pace. Okay, there's no need to force. If it actually doesn't make it harder to close your eyes, then you could even close your eyes for this, even though if it doesn't ruin your balance or anything like that, you can close your eyes. If you need to pause at the top and just take a few breaths, please do. If you need to pause at the bottom and take a few breaths, please do. If you need to take a break and just sit there breathing deeply, you can. This is not easy when you haven't been doing it regularly. We're only going to be here for 2 minutes, but 2 minutes is 2 minutes. So again, go at the pace you're comfortable with and pause whenever necessary, okay? So inhaling up in front of the crown, exhaling down. Inhaling behind the crown, exhale down. All through the nose. Everyone's doing fantastic. Try to keep your fingers pointing straight up when you come down. Only 1/3 of the way left. Almost there. Okay, next time you're standing, stay there, sorry. And inhale deeply. Exhale. Okay, you can bring your hands down. Sweeping your aura. Just you can shake it out if you need to. Take a few normal breaths. And we're gonna come back to sitting by coming back to a squat. This time we can use our hands for support. And Let yourself down gently. And have a sip of water if you need to. Next part is the relaxation. A lot of Kundalini practices will build up in that way, like slowly, and then build up to a crescendo. So, the next part of the practice is a relaxation. We do relaxation before meditation. So, basically, I'm going to invite everyone to lie down and relax. And so. Okay. Now, let your feet fall outwards. Let your palms rest out to your sides and let them fall out. And just breathe normally and relax. Scan your body for tension. And whenever you detect any tension, inhale and then visualize light going into that area. And then as you exhale, you can release that tension. Now, relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax the front of your legs. Relax the back of your legs. Relax your hips, your butt. Relax the stomach muscles. Relax your spine. Relax all the muscles of your chest. Relax your arms all the way from your shoulders to the tips of your fingers. Relax your neck, your jaw, all the muscles of your face, your forehead. Relax all the hair on your head. Relax all the hair on your body. Relax. Relax. Slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Make circles with your ankles and wrists. And now bring your palms of your feet together and your palms of your hands together and rub them. You can rub them vigorously. Activate the nerve endings. You can bring them back down. And then we'll do a little cat stretch. So you let one leg go back to the ground and bend the other knee up to your chest. And bring it across your body diagonally in the other direction. So you can face the opposite direction of your knee and get a good stretch. It should feel really good. Take a deep breath here as you face your opposite arm. And then switch sides. Take a deep breath on the second side as well. And now to come up to a seated position, you can either roll a couple times on your spine like so, or you can just roll over into a fetal position on the right side and push your way up. Whatever feels better to you. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna do our meditation. Everyone feeling okay? I just realized too that I can lower the lights in here, so I'm going to do that for this part. If I can remember where they are. That's probably better. Okay. Okay. So has anyone ever done any meditation? A little? Has anyone ever done, yeah, you as well? Yeah. Has anyone ever done a meditation that uses the mantra Sata Nama? It's relative, yeah, okay. Roxana has done it. So it's a very, very powerful meditation. It uses some mantra. It uses some mudra, which are...
There has been a research.
Exactly.
Doing this increases life expectancy.
Yeah, there's been research on this particular meditation. I didn't even know about the life expectancy, but that comes with it for me. So there's been research on this meditation that shows that it's really great for cognitive functions, for memory loss. It's even good for Alzheimer prevention. It's really great for a lot of things, for brain fatigue, for just regular chronic stress that a lot of us feel, anxiety. It helps to balance out the hemispheres of the brain. And let's see, I'm sure I'm forgetting something else. Yeah, also improves sleep. But it does a lot of really, really positive things for body and mind. And we're going to be using mantra and mudra, which are hand gestures, hand movements. So there are a few things going on with this meditation. Traditionally, we would do it for 12 minutes, but when it's new to most people, we're going to do a 6-minute version today. And it's not at all like sitting in one place, closing your eyes and just trying to meditate. There's a few things going on to focus on. So I'm going to actually play a song that we can actually sing along with for this meditation. But I'm going to show you the mantra first. So the mantra is Sa Ta Na Ma. It's very simple. Sa, these are primal sounds. Sa signifies universe or totality. Ta means life. Na is death. And Ma is rebirth. So universe, life, death, rebirth is basically what we're doing. We're enacting a cycle by repeating this over and over again. Sa Ta Na Ma. That's what it's going to sound like. And each time we make a sound, so bring your hands to your knees. Each time we make a sound, we're going to touch our thumb to a different finger. We're starting with our thumb and index finger. There are also different pressure points in the hands that also reflects to the brain. So this is an integral part of the exercise as well. So with the index finger, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. So the index finger and thumb, are index fingers for wisdom. Middle finger is for patience. Ring finger is for energy, and pinky finger is for communication. So, and then we're doing the universe, life, death, rebirth. So there's like a cyclical thing going on here as we sing. And what I'm going to do is, rather than try to keep an even voice for the whole time, we're going to sing along. I found a beautiful guitar version of this as well to sing along with. And we're going to close our eyes while we're doing this. And as you're doing the satanama, try to envision the sound coming in the top of your head and coming out your third eye. Coming in the top of your head and coming out the third eye, each sound, as best you can. This is just another way we can stimulate the pineal and pituitary glands in the brain and increase the effects of this meditation even more. So, without further ado, I'm sorry about the technology situation. One moment here. Okay. Okay. Okay, everyone close your eyes. We start with the thumb and index finger. Oh, I'm very, very sorry. Apologies. I forgot to mention one more thing, which is that we're starting with a cycle of saying it out loud, sa-ta-na-ma. After a minute, it's going to transition to whispering, sa-ta-na-ma. And then it's going to go silent, and we're supposed to say it in our heads for about double the time. And then it goes back to whispering and then back to out loud. So there's another element of the cycle there as well. Okay? So don't be alarmed when it goes silent. We're just saying it in our heads. So again, everyone close your eyes, and we're going to begin now. Sa-ta-na-ma, 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 in your head. Satanama, 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 Okay. Now just stay here for a moment. Eyes closed. Observe. Can return to a normal breath. Now we're going to close out today's practice now by rubbing our palms together, bringing them to the sternum once again. And in Kundalini, we close each practice with the chant of Sat Nam. Actually, the one we just did was a broken down version of that Satanam. Oh my God, I can't even. But Sat Nam means I am truth, or truth is my name. So inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply again. Bringing energy up the spine. Exhale. And on the third inhale, we'll chant one long Sat, one Nam. So Sat Nam. Bring your hands up to your forehead. And you can bow a little to ground the practice. You can, if you can and you want to, you can bring your head and hands to the ground as well, just to close out the practice in a ceremonial way. Thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope everyone's feeling good. Thanks. There's a lot going on there, I realize. And you'll get a chance to leave absolutely